Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Warmly welcome to all of you with another important video. It's all about relevant to rigging and lifting. And more specifically, we'll discussing about lifting plan. And we will discuss lifting plan with the six different portions for our better understanding. But bear in mind for any process in the world, even for our business success or any sort of roadmap we defined, we truly have to give importance to PDCA, plan to check act. Then we can ensure continuous improvement because the biggest room in the world is a room for further improvement, right? So, first of all, we must need to give a reference number. As I hope you remember, I mentioned now we will discuss most importantly the practical things, and you need to mention the date as well. And bear in mind, a lift plan should be completed prior to mobilization of equipment and rigging. We need to mention the location, the date of the lift, the load description, what type of load, specifically any sort of item, the load description you need to mention here, and lift description as well. And most importantly, the part one is all about weight. And for the weight, the number one point is equipment condition, like is it new or used? If it is new, tick. If it is used, tick the used one. And weight empty, and weight of the headache ball or weight of the block, weight of the lifting bar, weight of the slings and shackles, weight of the jib even, either erected or stored. Erected or stored. Now, number eight, weight of the headache ball on the jib and weight of the cable, load fall, allowance for unaccounted material and equipment, and other. So by calculating all these things, you will have total weight, and that is portion number one of the lifting plan. Then specifically, we have to talk about jib, erected or stored. Now, few more important point relevant to jib is a portion B. Number one, B1 is jib to be used? What is the length of the jib, the angle of the jib, and rated capacity of the jib? From chart, of course, we have to look into the chart, the rated capacity of the jib. Now, the number C portion, which is very much important, the crane placement. Any deviation from the smooth solid foundation in the area and suitable steel plates, mats should be provided or exception to be approved. Electrical hazards in the area, if any electrical hazards, better to mention underground, overhead, whatever, left, right, any sort of electrical hazards. Obstacles or obstructions of the lifting or swing, and swing direction and degree boom swing. That's also need to be identified here within the portion 3. That means crane placement. Now, portion number 4 is D, like cable, and a few more important points for the cable. Number of parts of the cable, what is the size of the cable, and special instructions or restrictions for crane, rigging, lift, and so on. Contractor supervisor will be present. That is very much important. Contractor supervisor will be present all the time for the crane operations. A dedicated mechanical engineer will ensure that lifts are carried out as part of PNG requirements. And portion E is sizing of the slings. Of course, the selection of the sling is important as point number one. Sling selection, what is the type of the arrangement, number of slings and hook up, and also the sling size, sling length, rated capacity of the sling. And it's already make sure, you are quite familiar, especially the tag we have on the sling and that from where you can find out the rated capacity, and even separate charts are available for the sling. Now, shackle selection is a pin diameter or capacity or shackle attached to the load by or number of shackles. So portion E is all about slings and shackles. Portion F of lift plan is all about crane, like what is the type of the crane capacity, you know, crane is designed or the capacity, especially after third party inspection, what they have recommended, the crane capacity and lifting arrangements, maximum distance, especially the center of the load to center pin of the crane, and also the length of boom, angle of boom at pickup, and angle of boom at set, rated capacity of crane under most severe lifting conditions from chart, over rear or over front or over side, or even from chart rated capacity of crane for this lift, maximum load on the crane, and also lift is that much percentage of crane's rated capacity. So the total crane lifting capacity, and also the lift is how much percentage of crane's rated capacity you are going to use in. Another portion, the G pre-lift checklist. Make sure you know the matting acceptable, yes or no. Outer rig is fully extended. Any no, be more careful, and you have to take some actions. Crane in good condition. If it is not in good condition, of course you have to click no. So might be you need to change the crane or make sure you know it's meeting the requirements, safety requirements. Swing room is well checked. Headroom is checked. Maximum counterweight used. Tagline used, and also experienced operator. That means trained, certified, and competent enough. Experienced signalman designated. Make sure third party certified. Experienced rigger could be rigger level 1, 2, 3. They must also be third party certified, and especially if you're serving to Saudi Aramco, then make sure they have Saudi Aramco approval as well as a rigger level 1, 2, 3. Load chart in crane, make sure it is available. Wind conditions and crane inspected by and function test of the crane. Now, of course, the diagram crane and the load placement and the diagram rigging configuration, and make sure contractor construction manager, safety manager, PNG manager, and other construction manager, they sign it up. And this diagram will give you some idea, you know, uh, imagine if the boom length is 13.8 meter, hook weight is 0.15 tons, lifting equipment is 0.2 tons, so load weight, total weight, crane capacity is 3.8 tons, crane limited and hardware height is 0.5 meter, height of the lifting tackle, height of the load, and make sure you know the total lift height you are quite familiar, and heights points 2.7, angle 65-degree, radius is 5 meters. So you through the calculating formulas you find out all the figures, and some already predefined you know on the loading charts. I hope this would have give you some idea, practical ideas how you're gonna use lifting plan, you know. Thanks for your learning passion. So I hope you'll be keep learning with the same momentum, inshallah. Thank you very much.